Hey guys, Dr. Paul here. Now, if you're like a lot of people, you know that you should be flossing, but you just don't really do it. Now, for most of my patients, a lot of the reason is because it's either too hard, it takes too long, you just don't really know how to do it. In this video, I want to show you why we do it, how we do it, and then a few tips just to make it faster so you're more likely to do it. Now, a question that I often get asked is, how many teeth should we floss? And my answer is always, only floss the ones you want to keep. So why is flossing important? Well, let's take this tooth here as an example. Now, when you brush it and you have food that's getting stuck around it, you're able to remove the food off of this surface, the top surface, and the inside surface. However, if there's food getting stuck in between the teeth, so this front of the tooth and the back of the tooth, you aren't removing it with your toothbrush, and that's why we need to floss. Now, the first thing with flossing is to make sure that you get a big enough piece. Often people don't get big enough pieces and they can't control it properly, and it makes it really hard. So, get a piece that's about 1 foot long or about 30 centimeters. Okay, so you want to hold it by the ends and then wrap it around your index fingers to leave around about this much. Now, don't try and floss like this. I've seen some people try that. You don't have any control. It's really hard to do. You can't get to your back teeth and you just will stop flossing. Instead, you want to use 2 fingers that are about a tooth width apart to be the ones that actually control the floss going in. Now, for your top teeth, you'll use your thumbs. For your bottom teeth, use your middle finger and go downwards. Now I'll show you how to actually do it. So if we use this tooth here as an example again, what you'll notice is there's a triangular peak of gum that is in between every single one of your teeth. Now that triangular peak of gum has to be cleaned on both sides. If we get our floss and you go in between these teeth, when you go in, you actually have to clean 2 surfaces. So you're going to clean the front of this tooth up and down, then lift up and go down and clean the back of this tooth and then go out. In between here, you'll clean the front of this tooth and the back of this tooth. So you'll see the floss goes either side of that peak of the triangle. Same with the front ones. Front of that tooth, back of that tooth, and so on, all the way around the mouth. Now, one thing to mention is when you're flossing, only floss in an up and down direction. I've seen some people floss back and forth, and there's 2 problems with it. 1, it's not that effective, but 2, the floss over time can actually damage the tooth, kind of like sawing into the side of a tree. You really don't want to do it, so up and down only. So when you floss, you'll start between your very back teeth and then move your way forward. For the top teeth, you'll start with 1 thumb on the outside and 1 on the inside, and as you get to halfway, you'll actually switch them over to make it easier. Same thing down the bottom, but you'll do it with your middle fingers pointing down and then switch over halfway. So I'll show you how that looks. All done. So when you get good at this, you'll easily be able to do it within about a minute, which if you're only doing that once per day, so at the end of your nighttime brush for 1 minute, it doesn't actually add a huge amount of time. One question that I do get asked is, when should you floss? Now, you can floss in the morning, but the most important time, if you only want to do it once a day, is at night. So do it at nighttime and do it before you brush your teeth. The research actually shows us that when you floss before rather than after, you'll actually remove more plaque and your teeth and gums will be cleaner. So a few tips to summarize. Do it at nighttime and do it before you brush your teeth. Make sure you get a piece that's big enough. Wrap it around your index fingers and then use 2 fingers close together to go in between the teeth. Only go up and down, don't go back and forth. And make sure to clean the front surface of one tooth, the back surface of the other tooth, and then move to the next gap. Do it every single day, at least once, and remember, which teeth should you floss? Only the ones that you want to keep. So there you have it, guys. I hope you liked the video. I hope you got something out of it and you know now how and why to floss. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. I'll make sure to answer them. And if you like the video, please like, share, subscribe. Those things really help me out a lot. Have a great day and keep on smiling.